Today, the Biden administration is expected to launch a new way to bring Ukrainian refugees to the U.S. People who want to come here would need sponsors who are often family members desperate to help. Paula Tutman is in Kigo Harbor this afternoon with one family as they try to get the process started, but they're running into some obstacles.
Liliana knows what it's like to flee her country because of war. She fled Ukraine 7 years ago. Her mother, Irina, fled in 2006. They landed in the United States in a refugee program that helped them reestablish their lives, but it wasn't easy.
It's like even now when you sleep in the night, you still see your house, you still see like your business. I used to study in the medical school, so my future's supposed to be like a doctor, you know. It's very hard because you come in for another country, you think that you know like English maybe like little bit, but you cannot speak, you cannot even understand.
And now they fight for the same hard road for their remaining family.
Мою родину, мою доньку з дітьми, з чоловіком привезти сюди.
Their friend Miroslava Stefanuk helps us with translations when needed.
I have very great hopes that the United States will help me to bring my whole family, my daughter and her husband and her family, to bring her here.
My name is Olha Ozdemir. I'm Irina's daughter.
Olga actually spoke to us today on FaceTime from Poland as she anxiously awaits for news of a successful application. Irina's daughter, Liliana's sister, Olga, her Turkish husband. Their two young children barely escaped Ukraine in February with their lives. The last thing they saw as they crossed the border into Poland were the many others also trying to escape with their lives.
And they just decided, all the family, and escaped immediately for leaving everything there, leaving house, leaving pets, everything, and just escape with two little kids in the car.
Today, there is hope that with the Biden administration's humanitarian parole program, there will be an expedited way to get Olga and her family here. Registration began today, in which Ukrainians with established families here can apply to sponsor their loved ones to enter the U.S. and have safe temporary protected legal status while working on getting a more permanent status. But even on the official website, it is a confusing web on how to even get started.
How to file.
And then when you add in emotion, governmental red tape, emotion, confusion over more governmental red tape on top of fear, emotion, and desperation, it becomes a rinse, wash, repeat approach. Yeah, and that's really not an uncommon scenario. You know what? It's not unusual at all to drive by and see a Ukrainian flag. That's because Michigan is home to some 50,000 Ukrainian Americans. Many of them will be trying to get their family members here to navigate this process and hopefully expedite getting their families here safely. Again, it just kicked off today, or it's supposed to kick off today, though even when we looked, we were not able to see anything that designated Ukrainians apply here for the protected status program. Karen?
Most definitely feeling for those families as they try to navigate that process. Thank you, Paula.